Good evening, gamers, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about why RMR sticker capsules are just not a good investment. I've heard lots of people talking. There's quite a few people in the camp of they're not good, you shouldn't do them. But there's also people in the camp of they have great potential, they're amazing, and to be honest, I think that's kind of misguided. It's not exactly right as such, but we'll get into that here. For those that don't know what RMR are, so it's the regional major rankings. From last year we didn't have a major, so Valve has released these stick capsules, and funny enough, most of them contain teams that don't even exist anymore or no longer have a roster in CS, all sorts of stuff like that. So from that quick synopsis, you'd think, hey, they're pretty good. We haven't had stickers in a while. There's teams that you'll never be able to get stickers of again. Surely this is quite a smart move to make. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be surprised if these run out before CS dies. They're probably going to outlive CS in these sorts of insane quantities that we have, and I do mean insane, but we'll get into that a bit later.
Skip it up and down.
I think the first thing I'm going to address is the big thing of the price. 75% off. Now, if you don't know how much these stick capsules used to cost, think around the $1.50 mark. Hello, it's future me. I messed up. It's normally $5 base price for the holo capsules. They go down to $1.50. These started at half a sale price and has gone even lower. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I was not thinking. In a discount. And the discount runs for, it's varied over the past few days, but it's been anywhere between 17, 9 days and sometimes even just 3 days. And then this happened where they would put 75% off for the RMR. Now, the RMR were already basically this price of a sale of a normal capsule in a period. So that was putting them down there as random, so far down that you can't really expect the same prices or even the same sort of quantities or anything. They're like completely different items, which I think summarises the RMR capsules the best. They are just completely different items. Now, what I mean by this is the design. That's because these seem, like I said, was a testbed for new ideas. They've tried to break the mold of previous stickers. I think they can because it's not a tournament organiser designing the stickers, it's Valve. So they've gone for a different sort of holo effect. They've tried to make them all use this big roll holo effect. The background's looking different. How they have like a reflective different type of CSGO text and 2020. The foil design. The overall how they're doing with the team logos. There's a lot here that's changed, and they've also then changed how they price things, how the discount comes, how long they're selling it for, and the golds. Now, the ones I'm only going to focus on some ones if you really want me to do a deep dive into RMR stickers, the actual methodology behind it. I'll just say down below, but I don't think that's very key for this sort of argument of why RMRs are not a good investment. So with it, you're looking at golds, price, and the sale period. They're the three ones I'm just going to talk about now. And basically, they've been slowly increasing the sale period and the discount period for a while now. It's slowly been going up since Cato 19, Berlin, and now RMR is at a stupid level. We'll talk about that in a bit though. For pricing, they've tried a new pricing strategy, probably to see how many they sell, if they profit more by having a cheaper capsule that gets discounted even further, or if it's worth having the capsule at $1.50 and then discount it down to 75%. So they've probably seen the effect on price that has, see if they sell more because they just care about the money. So they're going to be seeing, do they profit more by having cheaper capsules? Yeah, nay. And then the final thing is golds. And this is something I'm going to talk a bit in depth now about. Because one of the big positives, or what people say is the big positives for RMR, and where you should be investing, is golds. People believe that golds will not be sold in the future. This is it. Golds will release for RMR and they will discontinue. Is that true? Let's be honest, no. We've had player signatures in gold, so the natural step forward is to have team stickers in gold. It's not going to diminish the value of souvenirs because you still won't have a souvenir quality if you apply a gold sticker. But what it will do is it means there's something rarer than a holo, because people used to only open capsules from holos. Foils weren't worth anything. By having these golds, it's going to be worth more than a foil or hollow. It's going to add something to the rarity. So it means for capsules now, you're trying not to get the least rare option, you're trying to get the more rarer option. It gives something more valuable in the capsule, because if you look at autograph capsules, the rare things are golds. People want golds. So if you look at a normal team capsule, people want hollows. So by having something a bit rarity there, it makes a bit more sense to be opening these capsules trying to get the more rarer items. It's more money for Valve, and it's already in the game. You have souvenirs with golds teams. So why not include them in the capsule? It's a natural step, and I think it's going to push sales further, so more money for Valve. Yay! But yeah, off that sidetrack, back onto the main track of price. One of the big arguments that I keep seeing is, oh, they are so cheap, they're selling for 3 pence for me, they're selling for the basic lowest price in the market, they're going to have to go up. Yes, you are right there. You are right, they're going to have to go up eventually. But that's the key point there, eventually. Now, if we have a look at a revolver case. Revolver case, for me, around, 5-6p right now. And if you actually have a look, they are set to be discontinued. They're right now in the non-prime drop pool. And with it, they contain like the OG knives, so you're talking your bayonets, your karambits, your gut knives, and also they have, you lose less on them. So if you open them, there's items like, there's a blue deagle that you only lose half your money on, you get in stat track, you double your money. And I could talk further about why revolver case is a good investment, because it is a genuine good investment. But all cases in general, they're going to go up. People love gambling, people love opening cases. It's one of the easy investments to do. You buy cases, you wait a few months, or you wait a year or two, and they will go up to stupid levels. It's the easy investment to do. So, in essence, I think Revolver, and like it back to RMR, I think Revolver is going to be able to double its money in a year easily. It may be in a month or two. It's going to get discontinued soon. But it can easily double. It can probably go even further than that. RMR, on the other hand, is going to really struggle to double. The quantity is so high, to get a double the price, it's probably going to be pretty hard. However, it could probably do 1.5 in a year. So you'll get 50% of the price as profit. I could see that happening. Doubling like a revolver case, I cannot. I just don't see the demand for it. Okay, so now we're going to look at the quantity. Quantity is a big part of investing, big part of buying and selling. You need to think about the demand supply. Really big cornerstone of it. As supply, if it's increasing, it's going to bring demand's going to probably fluctuate with that, and it'll bring the price up or down, depends on how things. But right now, it's being supplied. When your prices are going to just fall, they're not going to go up until supply stops. So we need to look at the supply right now and see how much there is, how much quantity there is, because we don't want to worry about demand as such, because what we're going to do is choose something that has lots of demand, a high demand team. We're going to go with Navi. Big demand, loads of people love them, great sticker. So if we're looking at the Navi right now, we're going to take the 2020 RMR, and we're going to see there's 103k of these stickers on the market. That's not including what's in the people's inventories, it's what's being sold right now on this market. 103k. If we have a look then and compare it to the most recent major, which was Berlin 2019, Berlin 2019 has 2.4k. There's a 100k difference there, and that's insane. I don't think I've ever seen a sticker with this much quantity, like ever. Berlin Light Team probably hadn't even come close to having this sort of quantity, and people said there was too many stickers of them, they were a bad investment. Now, I do believe some people are not worried about the quantity because of how well Berlin 2019 did, but I want to remind you there, we went into a pandemic, we lost 2 majors, we lost sticker capsules a lot. There was nothing yet, it was a dry spell for team stickers, which saved anyone who did Berlin 2019 investments. You should have lost money there. You were lucky you got saved. It's not going to happen this time around, so you make the same mistake again, you just deserve to be laughed at. Now, even with the hollows have 12.7k. That's still not getting to a paper, so you're going to get the casual crafts that go for it. And that will decrease the demand, but it will decrease supply, but I don't think it's going to be enough to bring the demand down to a level where you're going to be seeing good profit levels compared to the alternatives we discussed. So, Is it worth doing it based on quantity? Quantity is one of the biggest points that have put me off. They're so high, it should ring alarm bells, especially when you have Cato 19 only has under 700 stickers left. It's not even going to make a dent in RMR, so you need to be thinking about the quantity. That's one of the biggest things you should be doing when you're looking at investing. And Chief, look, it just ain't it. There's other things out there, just don't do it to yourself. Okay, so let's have a quick chat about the sale date, because these have still not been discontinued to this day. They started being on sale for the 27th of the 1st, so back in January on the 27th. It's now the 28th of the 4th when I'm recording this, so it's been, 3 months? It's been on sale. So let's keep that in mind, you can buy them for about 3 months now. Now let's look at how long they've been on discount for. They were discounted at the start of this month on the 6th. It's now been 22 days on sale. So let's remember this, 3 months and 22 days. Berlin 2019. It's started and then it almost lasted for about just under 6 weeks. It was about 3 days under 6 weeks. Of that, there was 17-day discount period. So now we're comparing that. It's already been on discount for 5 more days. And we haven't even got a discontinue yet, so it's probably going to go longer. And it's been on sale for twice as long, for 12 weeks. And it's still not gone. So there you've already got that, which should already ring alarm bells, and it explains the quantity as well. And then if you look at Cato 19, so Berlin 19, they said it was far too invested, being sold too long, it's terrible. You should not even look at it. Look at Cato 19, which was an alright sale period, but they started to push the boat out a bit more here. So first off, they started with 4 weeks. It'd gone up a lot before, but we'll get into that in a second. So it's just over 4 weeks. That means it's been sold for 3 times as long as Cato 19. It was discounted for 9 days. Come on, Chief, come on. I said that 2.5 times as long as Cato 19, which was a good time. It was a good major, nice stickers, good hollow effects, and it wasn't heavily invested in. So already you can see there's a big jump on previous majors. And then also take into account then, before that, you often saw a sale for about 3 days. It wasn't a long sale. They would get shoved out, do a few days, and then they'll get taken out of the store. So that already is quite alarm bells. You've got something wrong there. They've been sold for so long. It explains the quantity already, but when you sort of get this sort of thing, you need to be hard on guys. Come on, it's been sold for far too long. Will they even be removed from a store? It's a good point. You should be asking. They might run all the way up to Stockholm. If so, what do you think is going to happen to quantity? What do you think is going to happen in general to... There's no time limit on these. They're Valve events. It's RMR. Even though RMR has already started, they've not removed them. It's down to Valve. There's no hard time limit. With a major, there's a hard time limit, because after a major's over, well, you can't really sell stickers after that. It's a bit silly. So, these, you might be seeing them for a good couple of months. I doubt it. I think we've got a week or 2 left on these, but there's nothing stopping them running right up to Stockholm. So overall, that's been my thoughts on why the RMR is just not a good investment choice. It's not something you should be going for. I think these are going to end up burning people, or you're going to be having them in your inventory clogging up space for a long time to come. If you disagree with me, or if you agree with me, go and let my thoughts know in the comments. I've been told you're meant to do all the good stuff like and subscribe if you enjoy. And we're going to take this in a bit more of an investment approach now. We're going to be talking about more investments. So if there's anything you want me to talk about particularly, note it down below. I will read them and I will try to put something out about it and talk about it. So that is all. And if you've enjoyed, remember, good stuff. But it's been an interesting approach to talk about these stickers, and I feel like someone needs to say something because no one really knows where these are going to go. But that is all, and I am out.